Hello, it's Valentine's week and look, I've got a lady in the studio.
Thanks, Chris. Coming up this week, frozen squirrels.
Beer, it's good for you.
And the science of a Valentine's caress.
Albeit a mouse one.
First up on this Valentine's week is a story that will truly melt your hearts.
Or possibly make your blood run cold.
During the freezing Arctic winter, it's so cold and dark that Arctic ground squirrels simply go to sleep.
And scientists from the University of Fairbanks in Alaska have recently revealed how they keep warm during their 8-month hibernation. By planting tiny heat-sensitive radio transmitters inside captive squirrels, the team were able to investigate just how cool the squirrels can go.
Decreasing the temperature in the lab when the squirrels woke up from their extreme slumber due to the freezing cold, it was revealed by the transmitters that their body temperature had sunk to -4 degrees centigrade.
Now that is the lowest body temperature ever recorded in a mammal, and really not bad considering the room was a frosty -26.
By entering a state of self-inflicted suspended animation, the squirrels are able to prevent their blood from freezing using a process known as supercooling.
By cleansing their blood of any water molecules that ice crystals could form around, they're able to keep the blood liquid while the rest of the body falls below zero.
But these extreme temperatures aren't the only thing which make these creatures sleep for more than half of the year. With the Arctic constantly light during the summer and dark in the winter, it makes it impossible for the squirrels to know when to sleep and when to wake up. Wake up, Chris. Chris, wake up. It's fine.
Oh, the team are now trying to discover how the squirrels turn their body clocks on and off.
Woke up quickly.
Oh, thank you. Next up, beer. Now I find beer really useful to get me through the loneliness of Valentine's Day, or to literally make anyone attractive. But some people say that beer can actually be good for you.
In moderation though, Chris.
Of course. But chemists have recently discovered that humulones,
Nope, never heard of them either.
well, they're a molecule derived from hops. And besides making beer taste nice, they could also be used to treat diabetes, cancers, and a whole host of other diseases and illnesses.
Using a process called X-ray crystallography, Warner Kaminsky, an associate professor at the University of Washington, unraveled the secrets of the acid, humulone molecules and their derivatives that are produced during the brewing process. And they found that when paired with other substances, these elements had real health benefits.
While the team pointed out that drinking excessive amounts of beer was going to do nothing to promote good health, it is these isolated structures that researchers hope to be able to incorporate into medicines to fight specific illnesses in the future. I'll drink to that.
Cheers!
And finally, in our Valentine's Day special, biologists at the California Institute of Technology have identified a sensory neuron which apparently reacts to a gentle caress. Using genetically modified mice, the team attached fluorescent markers to the skin's sensory neurons. And while one end of the neuron is attached to the skin to detect touch, the other end is attached to the spinal cord to relay messages to the brain. Are you keeping up?
Mice, neuron, skin, brain, check.
Good. Anyway, they discovered that when stimulating the mouse's bodies, mice? Anyway, it was these particular neurons that lit up when the mouse was stroked, tickled, or to be scientifically accurate, activated. To test this further, the team built a maze with different rooms. In one, the mice received a saline solution that did nothing, while in the other, they received a drug that stimulated the neurons shown to detect stroking. And after a few goes, the mice clearly preferred the room where their touch-sensitive neurons were activated.
Although stroking mice all day long was pleasurable for both parties, the team are now investigating how these neurons talk to the brain, hoping to discover which of these circuits is responsible for all those good feelings.
So that's this week's juice.
See you next time.